What's going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer and Tim Hyde offering our final thoughts, observations, and prediction for Notre Dame and Boston College, a 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff that you can find on NBC. We're going to go through Tim's three keys to the game, take a look at some Vegas numbers, and then we'll both give our score predictions for this outing. Please do hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content. And please head over to blueandgold.com. $10 gets you premium access, all the recruiting information, message board fodder, all that good stuff. $10 gets you access through the start of next football season. Tim, key number one with this Notre Dame football team has been expect the unexpected.
Yes, without a doubt. Expect the unexpected is in this entire season, right? I mean, no one expected the losses that they've had, being basically three scores favorites, right? Who would have predicted Notre Dame would have the punt blocks, right? I mean, setting records there. Yeah, so when I say expect the unexpected, Notre Dame favored once again this week by, 17, 18 points. So they've had no success covering. Every game's been tight. The Navy game, the second half then. So it's basically like this football team, this is who they are. They're going to be a roller coaster to watch. So enjoy the 60 minutes that they are going to bring us, and let's have some fun. It's senior day. And, going back, I went back real quick over between now and the Holtz years. This is Boston College is going to be their sixth senior day, the most Notre Dame has played since from Holtz to now. So, Holtz played them obviously in the iconic 93 game. So Notre Dame's got they're 3-2 on senior day against Boston College. So expect the unexpected, and it's going to be cold, 20 degrees. It's going to be a wild football game. I'm predicting.
Yeah, we're going to get into a little bit more of that expect the unexpected at the end because we have some numbers to kind of show that. And key number two, Tim, sorry about the pun. Special teams have been special under Notre Dame's Brian Mason. First-year special teams coordinator has been outstanding, and Notre Dame blocking 7 punts already this season. Yeah, there's 3 phases of the football game, Tim, and Notre Dame's special teams have been outstanding.
Oh, yes. I mean, just the energy that they've played with. Coach Mason's had a heck of a football year coaching his first year there. Longtime friend of Marcus Freeman. He was basically the first guy that Freeman went out to go get was him, because he knew he was going to manage and coordinate the heck out of these special teams and make them special, as you've said. But the 7 blocks, Mike, have been just amazing. About 5 straight games with a block, 6 different players with a block. And on top of that, you've got obviously the great punting of, John Sott has been outstanding. Brandon Joseph in the top 20 in punt returns this year. And then more importantly, Brian Mason just got nominated on the national watch list for the Assistant of the Year. He was Notre Dame's nomination this year. And for a special teams coach, because that thing's all about high-flying offenses and defensive coordinators, for a special teams coordinator to get that honor is awesome to see him on that list. And I would not be surprised if he's a finalist down the road when this thing all breaks down, and he's going to be in that final 5 grouping.
Especially if Notre Dame gets close to tying or breaking that record set by Arkansas State in 1975 of most punt blocks in a season, which was 11. Notre Dame's again at 7. So, yeah, you would absolutely love to see that. Yeah, key number 3 here is who has the better passing attack. We can pop up on the screen. Drew Pines obviously played a good bit of football this season. His numbers, 128 of 203. That's 63% completions for 1,547 yards. And then that TD to interception ratio is 18-5. Emmett Moorhead has not played a ton, but, become the guy these past couple weeks with Phil Dracovich's injury. He's completed, 60% of his passes these past 2 weeks. I mean, 330 yards in both games, and he's tossed 7 touchdowns, Tim. Emmett Moorhead, the quarterback here for.
That's why the key to number 3 is, the quarterbacks, because you're like, yeah, Boston College may be ranked in the bottom in the country in passing. Their offensive line is ranked 127th in giving up sacks out of 131 teams, so that's not good. But the last 2 weeks, 330 on the dot, 2 weeks in a row, 7 touchdowns the last 2 weeks, for Boston College. So they're coming in with a hot passing attack. They got a guy they're really comfortable with. BC is probably going to run the ball 5 times in this game because they cannot run. They average 2 yards a carry. the worst rushing attack in the country. So expect them to come out airing this thing out. And then obviously with Drew Pine, with his numbers, one big positive about Pine is, as I've mentioned before, is his passing efficiency. He is 31st in the country, which ties him with Bryce Young, who's the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. Tied with Bryce Young for that, which I think is pretty awesome. And then, just like you said, his touchdown to interception ratio has been outstanding. So the passing attack for Notre Dame may not be high flying or crazy, but they are very, very efficient when they do need to pass. And in the sack numbers are in the upper echelon in the country for Notre Dame protecting Pine, even though we just saw what they did against Navy. I think they're going to fix a few things this week. The O-line is going to be hungry, and I expect a really, really energized Notre Dame offense this coming week.
Yeah, Moorhead was sacked 5 times against NC State and 5 times against Duke. So, Isaiah Foskey and those boys are certainly excited about this one. So getting to score prediction time. First, we will look at our favorite Odd Shark and kind of what their prediction is for this game based on their analytics and all that good stuff. 29-15 is interesting. I think you would take that if you're Notre Dame. Maybe Notre Dame fans, I should say. And then the spread is 3 touchdowns right now as we record this. Of course, that could move over under at 43.5, and the public seems to like this under. What are your thoughts on this, Tim? And yeah, let's hear your score prediction.
Well, you got Notre Dame has beaten BC 8 in a row. They're they've taken over this rivalry, so to speak, during the Brian Kelly years. They're playing, really good football. They've won 27, I believe, in a row against the ACC, the nation's longest November winning streak, which is up to 17. And then, like I said earlier, this is going to be the 6th time Boston College Notre Dame have played on Senior Day. And obviously the 1993 is the iconic game, but Notre Dame has won these recently. They're 3-2 in this game. And then when you're looking at, so what I did was just take the scores. And Notre Dame, as you just said, is favored again. They're huge favorites in Navy, didn't cover. Marshall, Stanford. So I'm a little nervous in this thing, and I think you're right. If you come out with a 2-touchdown win, take it. As you see, this tweet right here is breaking down all the Notre Dame numbers with the spread. I mean, when you're that big of a favorite, Notre Dame is not covered. Senior Day is always a little wishy-washy at Notre Dame, even though recently under the Kelly years, they really have regrouped and dominated on Senior Day. BC's down. I wouldn't be surprised if Notre Dame does cover and blows them out, but I am going to predict a 33-19. And I got that score because Notre Dame has averaged 30 in the 5 Senior Bowls. BC has averaged 22. I gave Notre Dame a 3-point bump at home, take 3 away from BC. So I'm going 33-19 Notre Dame to beat Boston College and go into the Coliseum 8-3. And a heck of a night game in there in Los Angeles in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so this tweet is saying when Notre Dame is either an underdog or just a slight favorite, they're 5-0 against the spread, 4-1 straight up in those games. But when Notre Dame is expected to win by a touchdown or more, 0-5 against the spread, and you lost 2 of those games, of course, being Marshall and Stanford. So, woof. I think that's going to be 1-5. After Saturday afternoon. I think Notre Dame wins 38-9. Boston College lost to UConn by 10 points. That's all. I know the Huskies are improved, but if you lose to UConn by 10 points, I am not predicting you to cover the spread against Notre Dame. So I got Notre Dame rolling 38-9. I think it'll be Notre Dame's first half against Boston College, but they'll actually show up, against Navy. Yes. And then they'll put out like a second half against Cal, where it was, much more consistent football, right? That Cal game, Notre Dame stunk in the first half and then was great in the second half, at least offensively. Navy was the opposite, right? I think Notre Dame's going to put together 2 solid halves of football, get a comfortable win. If Boston College is just going to say, we're going to throw the football and not run, I like Notre Dame in that scenario. If you're going to be one-dimensional against this Notre Dame, because the secondary has been good this season, I think that this front 4 is going to be outstanding, and the Notre Dame secondary will hold up. So I like 38-9. Do not take that to the bank. All right.
No, exactly. Expect the unexpected, Mike. There we go.
There you go. All right, folks, please do hit that thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Catch us after the game, right afterwards. Tim and I will be live right here on our Blue and Gold YouTube channel to break it all down. And Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have that Mike Goolsby show. So please do check out all of our YouTube content here at Blue and Gold. Appreciate you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.